The following is the testimony of the Centurion from yesterday's Good Friday podcast from Tony Shaw.
What a difference this day made to my life. This is a Centurion story, told from his own lips, of what happened on that day that made such a difference and an impact on his life for eternity. My name is Brutus. I was born in Rome. What a great city. When I was 16, I joined the army as a legionnaire, and I worked my way up until I became a centurion. I was over 175 men, all under my control. One day I was sent to a place called Palestine. I got orders to execute 3 people, so I got a party of men together, 4 of them. I had done it before, and I'd do it many times. I'm a soldier. But, to be honest, I would prefer to fight. A man named Barabbas and 2 others of his followers, criminals. He was a bandit and he had killed 2 of my men. And we were getting ready for them. We had a new set of orders come through. It wasn't Barabbas, but a man named Jesus. Barabbas had got to be set free. I couldn't believe it. From Jesus, from Nazareth, I had heard lots of good things about this man. In fact, I had heard he was a friend of mine who told me a story, how he healed his servant without even going there. A man named Lazarus I'd also heard about. I had heard about Jesus arriving in Jerusalem. Why am I crucifying this man? Why have I got to put to death this man Jesus? My men had beaten him almost to death. I have some really brutal, strong stories and strong men at my disposal, and they would have killed him there and then if I had not ordered them to stop. I don't think I have ever seen anyone knocked about so badly as he was. They had put a crown of thorns on his head, and they were enjoying mocking him before the crowd. I too got involved in that. They gave me a sign to put on the cross. Jesus, King of the Jews, it said. It was so different from any other crucifixion I had ever been involved with before. It normally takes 3 men to hold a man down, to knock the nails in. They normally curse and swear and shout, but not this man. Jesus, he just lay there quietly, and he just took it. He said something that amazed me. He just asked his God to forgive us, because we didn't know what we were doing. I had never heard anything like this before. The people were shouting abuse at him. Normally, we are the ones who get the abuse for crucifying someone. He spoke to one of the other criminals, and I heard him say these words, "Today, you will be with me in paradise." It came towards midday, and it started to go dark. I was so scared. Even the birds went quiet. It was almost impossible to speak. But then suddenly, he called out in a loud voice, my God, why have you forsaken me?" I was so afraid at that point. And then he cried out with a loud shout, "It is finished." Never did I hear anyone speak like this from the cross. At that point the earth began to shake and the rocks began to split, and I was petrified. The curtain was torn in 2, and I came into this realization I had no faith in God until that moment, when I realized for the first time in my life that I was standing before God himself. At that moment, I openly confessed with my mouth, before all the people there, that surely you were the Son of God. What a difference a day makes.